So I was just talking about what an alcohol can do to your health, to your life. So I've already discussed that in my previous video. You can check it out. But talking about an alcoholist, talking about alcohol. Okay, let's talk about alcohol, tobacco, cigarette. These are the things that I would never touch in my life. Yeah. But what I used to think, like, these are the only addiction that a person can have, a person can addicted to. But I was completely wrong at that point, because I'm also suffering through an addiction, the addiction of social media. Yeah, right? And I'm damn sure, like, most of the youth, most of the young generation who is around my age, who's younger than me, who's older than me, are suffering from this addiction, knowingly, unknowingly. Like, a person, like, I figured out, like, I'm suffering from this, so it's knowingly I'm suffering, but I'm doing my best to give up. So I'll do everything in my power to give up this habit, and I'm already working on it. The thing is, I just used it for like 30 minutes before making video, but I ain't going to use it today. It's terrible application. I don't recommend anyone. So, yeah, I was talking about addiction, right? And I figured out alcohol, tobacco, smoking are not the only addiction that a person can have. Yeah, I heard, like, there are other addiction, dangerous drug addiction, sex addiction, kind of. I don't even know, like, sex is an addiction, or like it can be, right? Who knows? But I've heard drugs is one of the greatest addiction. Okay, people will kill, people will do anything to get that drug dose, to get that drug. All right. So I have, man, like, I would never touch drug in my life. Drug, alcohol, tobacco, cigarette. No, I'm not going to touch, because cigarette is also like an addiction. You crave for it, like, when you have nothing to do. Then, like, I've heard this from a lot of my friends, like, who are addicted to cigarettes. Like, I usually, they don't want, take the cigarette, but like, whenever, when they're working, when they're doing anything, like, they don't want to take it. But when they have free time, what they want to take cigarette. All right. There's one guy in my classroom as well, and there are my other friends who I made in Japan. Okay, we became friends in Japan, and those guy, like, chain smoker, I would say, a little chain smoker. I was feeling fatigued, but when I took, this is my favorite coffee. Like, let me show you the name, Craft Boss. All right. So we all know, like, what coffee does. Like, it blocks, the chemicals that your brain releases, to make you feel sleepy. Like, yeah, sleepy, and you know less reactive. I'm running out of word, so that's the reason why I say, like, I need to upgrade my vocabulary. And how do I do it? By studying. Got it? So, like, most of the people take coffee, it becomes you more focused. Yeah, and I'm planning to make a video, like, on for my TikTok as well. So it's been a long time since I upload any video on my TikToks. I'm thinking about, I have a work, by the way, today, at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., and tomorrow, like, 10 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that's the range of work I like, 10 to 5, and it could be 10 to 6. Yeah, that's fine. But after that, that is one of the most chaotic time. I don't want to work. No, bro, I don't want to work at that time. But I have to. So this week, I think I have 30 hours work shift, and the longest hour I've ever worked is 10 hours shift. So I also have 10 hours shift this week at the end of the week. All right. So next week, my school's going to start. We are going to study N3, so I only got like 7 to 8 days to really study kanji. Okay, I haven't touched the kanji, so I brought my kanji book with me and my like vocabulary book. So I'm going to go through all of this, and yeah, my target is done at this point. So I don't know what we are going to have today. Probably a ramen. That's what I'm thinking about. I have one, I don't like cup ramen because the quantity is low. That is one of the reasons, to be honest. And the taste wise, like I like, the other one. Oh my god, like what to do? The weather is lovely, cloudy weather. Do you love cloudy? I used to hate cloudy weather, to be honest, as a kid, and like a few years ago, I used to hate that kind of weather, but not anymore. Not anymore. I love this weather, and I'm trying to do my best. I'm thinking I'm struggling to work on any kind of skill because I don't know like what I there is no one to mentor me. There is no one. There isn't going to be anyone. Yeah, but if the if I get good, then probably I'll have one. But now at this point, I don't have anyone. You need to figure out on your own, buddy. No one's coming to save your life. Right? You heard this phrase, you heard this line a lot of times, but yeah, this is true. So just this is true, man. Right? This is the end. Guys, see you tomorrow, a new one.